Hey, what's up guys, it's SNipEz, and today I'm going to show you guys my new cruise ship. Not the orange one that I showed the preview for and how to build it, but this is actually a brand new one, and I'll get to why I started a new one here in a minute. But before that, I got something special for you guys. One, this is actually the very first map that I actually made in Minecraft. This is actually a city, but that's not what I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you how all my cruise ships started and how I got to making them. So to do that, I have to show you how I began. And if you look right here, this is the very first cruise ship that I made. As you can see, it's not too big. I mean, it's a pretty good size for a first one, but if you look at it, it's not very wide at all. It's definitely not wide at all. And that's when I realized that I had to make a new one, because I realized that this wasn't wide enough, and it honestly wasn't big enough, and I wanted to go bigger and better, and so I did. And now I want to go show you the second cruise ship that I made, my most known one. Alright, so then this is this is my most known cruise ship. This is the second one that I built. And honestly, it looks amazing. It's one of my favorite builds that I've ever made, because it looks extremely nice. If you look, even has a helicopter on it, thanks to my friend J Money, the only, for helping me make that. Or he didn't help me, he made it all. But this is the very second cruise ship that I made. This thing is around, I believe, maybe 200 blocks long, if that. I haven't counted it in a while, but it's still one of my favorite builds. It looks amazing. It looks actually like a cruise ship. But again, I felt like I could do better. So if you look at this cruise ship, this thing is massive. If you're wondering about the cyan wool right there, it's because the reason I stopped working on this one is because, one, the colors are too harsh on the eyes. I mean, there's just too much orange, and I'm not really a big fan of the orange, and I kind of messed up on it. Because I can't add my smokestacks, because this is almost the very sky limit. I can only go up that much more, and so I kind of figured I messed up on it, and so I went to go work on a new one that honestly nobody's really seen. Only one person has helped me out with it, and he only helped me out a little bit, so I've basically been making all of it by myself. And I figured it was time to reveal how it's coming along and see what you guys think. So imagine this one. This thing is, I think, 400 blocks long. This entire cruise ship right here. And then let's get a map out if I have one. Alright, so that's how big this cruise ship is. Just keep that in mind. Now we're going to go to the most recent cruise ship that I've been working on. Alright, so this is my most recent cruise ship. Like I said, I've been making this basically all by myself, so it's been taking a while. I think it's taken me 2 or 3 weeks to make all this. So this is the back end of the ship. As you can see, it's pretty big. Right here you have a little theater or a stage for performances. Right here are some rooms, and this is actually going to be open right here. And then up here there's going to be like tennis and basketball and stuff like that. So then let's fly down to the other end. As you can see, we still can't see the front of the ship. Oh, there's some rooms. And this cruise ship is actually more realistic than all my other ones, especially by the front end, because the front end I actually tried to make it more look like a cruise ship, and I think I succeeded with that, because you can actually see where the bow, is it the bow or the captain's deck? I'm not really sure what it's called, but you can see that you can actually see where everything is, and it looks more realistic. You can actually go into the front of the ship, and I figured it would look a lot better if I made it more realistic. And I didn't mention this on the other one, but with the orange cruise ship, it was too top heavy, and that, if you don't know what that means, the bottom part of the ship, so this part, let me go back to the front. Okay, so if you go back to the front, you see how the front of the ship, it's this tall, and you see how many floors there are? Well, it was too top heavy, which means that the bottom was too small compared to how many floors there were on the top. And so I remade it, and I made a bigger one. This thing is actually around, just taking a guess, around 700 blocks long. And so this thing's massive. It's almost double the size of the other one. So let's get out a map. Then you can see how big it is. So it starts from the left. You can see the front of the ship over there. And then where I am right now on the map, where I'm spinning, you can see the back of the ship. And so this thing is huge. It's been and you gotta remember, I've been doing this all by myself, so none of the floors are done. I've still been working on some of the rooms, and what I'm actually going to do is make one side of the ship first, because if you look, this side hasn't even been started yet. And then I'm going to be recording on how to make that side, and so you'll be able to see step by step on how I work and how I make the big cruise ships like this. And this is probably my biggest project yet, and so I figured it was time to release it and show you guys what I've been up to. Been really busy making this, and not even some of my closest friends knew. I told some people just because I was getting ready to show it anyways, but other than that, nobody's been told about this. And like I said, I had one friend help me out just making a couple rooms. Other than that, I made this all by myself, and so I'm pretty proud of this, and I can't wait until it's going to be done. It's not going to be done for a while, but the goal is to make this the most realistic cruise ship on Minecraft for the Xbox 360 edition, and for just for me, just to make something look extremely realistic in the game that I made. And so I'm setting the bar pretty high for myself on this one, and I hope I can reach my expectations. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this goes. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe.